हेलो एवरीवन, इंडिया टुमारो के इस लाइव प्रोग्राम में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम एक ऐसे विषय पर बात करने जा रहे हैं जो विषय पूरे देश के अंदर चर्चा का विषय बना हुआ है। देश भर में बलात्कार की घटनाएं बढ़ रही हैं और एक ताज़ा उदाहरण हाथरस की घटना का हमारे सामने है, जिसके ऊपर देश के अंदर विभिन्न प्रकार की चर्चाएं चल रही हैं, बातचीत हो रही हैं। इसी इशू पे बात करने के लिए आज हमारे साथ रहमतुन्निसा साहिबा हैं, जो जमात इस्लामी हिंद की वुमेन्स विंग की को कन्वीनर हैं। आज हम उनसे इसी विषय पर चर्चा करना चाहेंगे। आपका इंडिया टुमारो के इस प्रोग्राम में बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। वेलकम सी यू।
धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच।
सबसे पहले हम आपसे ये जानना चाहेंगे कि ये जो हाथरस में घटना हुई है, जहाँ पे दलित बच्ची को जिस तरह से उसके साथ रेप हुआ और उसके जिस तरह की घटना हुई है, इस पर आपका क्या रिएक्शन है? आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
It's very sad and very unfortunate, and it's actually a matter of shame for the entire nation. And we should say that it's not a matter of just the girl being raped. What happened after that? That is, really a gruesome act of violence. The girl and even her family has been raped again and again by the system, the government, the authorities, and even by some media. That is what is affecting us. And, it gives an indication that the delay in looking into the matter and all those things that happened shows that how, the criminals are, allowed to go scot-free, and, the fearlessness created in the minds of the criminals. This is what is troubling us more.
Okay.
And also the silence. And also, we are sad about the silence of many people. People who react and respond to even small incidents, they are silent. And their silence is very loud and clear towards what the country is going.
ओके। इस इशू को लेकर एक जो बात सामने आ रही है, कहा जा रहा है कि एक एफएसएल की रिपोर्ट जो जारी की है यूपी गवर्नमेंट ने, और कहा है कि ये रेप की घटना नहीं थी। इसमें कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं कि जो इंसिडेंट हुआ वो 14 सितंबर को हुआ और उसके बाद रिपोर्ट 11 दिन बाद आई। तो ये एफएसएल की रिपोर्ट कह रही है कि रेप नहीं हुआ है। तो क्या आपको लगता है कि ये यूपी गवर्नमेंट का जो डैमेज हुआ है उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए ऐसा किया जा रहा है? इसके पीछे की सच्चाई आपको क्या लगती है?
See, they are actually, trying to dilute the matter and delay the matter so that, the evidences will be removed and people get time to remove with the evidences. And, this is how they are working. They are just diverting. And nowadays in India, what happens is the culprits are, allowed to go scot-free, and people who are, made to undergo all these atrocities, they are again against them declared innocent, and the affected are charged with false accusations. And for this, they have, addressed here. What happens is the time was given. We know when the samples were taken after, as you said, after 11 days of the incident. And according to the experts, we all know that after 96 hours, that evidence, you cannot prove that with the samples, you cannot prove that the rape had happened. So for that, they gave time delay. That is what they did. This is how the system works nowadays.
ओके। चूंकि आप जमात इस्लामी हिंद की वुमेन्स विंग से हैं, तो इसका एक इसी से संबंधित एक सवाल आपसे ये कहा जाता है, और जो एक सेम नैरेटिव है, मुस्लिम स्कॉलर्स भी ये बात कहते हैं कि कहीं ना कहीं रेप की जो घटनाएं हैं, जो इंसिडेंट रेप के होते हैं, उसके पीछे कहीं ना कहीं एक लड़की का पहनावा, उसका रहन सहन, उसको एक रीजन बताया जाता है, और ये सेम बात बीजेपी आरएसएस के लोग भी करते हैं। तो इसको आप किस तरह से एलोबरेट करना चाहेंगे, किस तरह से बताना चाहेंगे कि आपका जो आपका एक नैरेटिव है वो और
See, whether it is Muslim scholars or BJP, Hindu leaders or whoever it is, hijab or morality is not the responsibility of only women. It is a responsibility more of men than women. Now, unfortunately, what happens is whenever such incidents take place, people accuse the woman only. Why? It is because of her dress. It is because she went out. It is because she went alone. All these issues come out. But if you ask me particularly about what Islam talks about it, Islam first it gives the guidance to men to lower their eyes and become qawamin for women. That is, the very presence of a man should give a woman the feeling of being protected rather than they are in front of someone who is going to rape them or give them some trouble. So, teasing, unnecessary such talks. So, it is the entire system. We have to understand it fully. So morality is something which has to be maintained in the society, but it doesn't mean that it is the responsibility of women alone. It is a responsibility of everyone, and everyone should be accused of this and we cannot say that it is because of her dressing or her looks that it has happened. It is because of other reasons.
Okay. एक सवाल ये कहा जा रहा है, और ये एक चर्चा का विषय अभी बना हुआ है हाल फिलहाल, और एक नैरेटिव सेट हो रहा है, और ये कहा जाता है, अभी आज यूनाइटेड नेशंस की एक रिपोर्ट भी जारी हुई है, उसमें कहा गया कि इंडिया में जो घटनाएं बलात्कार की बढ़ रही हैं वो एक खास कम्युनिटी के साथ हो रहा है, लोअर कम्युनिटी, दलित कम्युनिटी के साथ ज्यादा हो रहा है। तो क्या आपको लगता है कि इसमें कास्ट सिस्टम जो मैटर करता है?
Yes, one of the main reasons for these atrocities against women, especially on Dalit and Adivasi women, is because of the caste system only. There is a mindset among the people that certain people belong to a lower community, and due to some sins that they have committed in their previous birth or something like that, they are born lower, so they have to undergo all these problems which they are facing in their life. They are made lower and they have to suffer this. It is part of their atonement. This is what they believe. They themselves have this belief system which makes them feel less confident and rise and stand on their feet and ask for their rights. They think that this is normal in their lives. It should happen like that. And the so-called upper class people, they believe that these are people who are to be treated not like human beings. They are lower to us. We can treat them in whatever way we want. And one more reason is especially it is happening more in states like UP. And the chief minister of UP, you know that he is the person who stated once regarding a particular community women, you should dig them out of their graves and rape them. Even the dead bodies should be raped. And this is the ideology that is ruling this state. And that is also one reason. You see, in 2012, Nirbhaya case happened. And you know how immediately the entire system responded to it. People visited, special flights were made to take for treatment to foreign countries. And then the body was brought back by a chartered flight. Government addressed, the Prime Minister addressed the nation the very next day. Even BJP, the state, the opposition, Delhi, it happened in Delhi. The Delhi opposition leader who belongs to BJP, they also visited, everyone visited the place. But in this case, you see the Hathras girls case, you see who visited them. We have Women and Child Welfare Minister, we have the Chief Minister and his entire ministers. Women are there in that, the central government. No one consoled family. Instead, they were put in home confinement, and they were treated after the rape. After all this happened, the family was so badly treated and it was adding fuel to the fire that was burning within them. It was, giving them, beating them again and again, killing them again and again, raping them again and again. It all happened because they think that it's normal with this type of people. That is that mindset is what is the reason behind this.
Okay. My last question is that कि ये सब घटनाएं हो रही हैं, निर्भया का जो केस आपने भी एग्जांपल दिया अभी, तो इस सब केसेस के बाद लग रहा था कि जब निर्भया का केस 2012 में हुआ तो लग रहा था कि रेप की घटनाएं जो हैं वो अब रुकेंगी, अब इसमें कुछ ग्राफ कम होगा, लेकिन ये लगातार बढ़ रहा है। आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या सॉल्यूशन होना चाहिए, किस तरह से हम इसको रोक सकते हैं?
The solution is, first of all, we need to change our attitude towards women, irrespective of caste, religion, or community. Everywhere, this attitude towards women should be changed. And women, even though the Constitution gives her all the rights equal to men, even in today, in the modern India, dowry system and everything is still prevailing, and women are treated as second-class citizens. That should be changed, and more and more women should come in the decision-making bodies, so that things will happen in favor of women. And second thing is, as I said, the caste system. We need to question the belief system, and we need to educate these people regarding this belief system. Every human being is equal. Everyone is created by the same God, and everyone has the same blood inside. And this awareness should be created, and more educational and empowerment activities should. Yeah. So this awareness and educational empowerment should take place, and more NGOs should focus on these areas also. Thirdly, the political system of using rape as a weapon or tool to subjugate a particular. So the political system or the mindset of people using rape as a tool to subjugate or keep under suppressed the other, that is those who are outside, those who are lower to them. So that also should be the protest. More and more protests should take place in this regard. I'm very glad that our women are protesting all over the country. Even Jamaat-e-Islami and women are in the streets. They are protesting. GAO girls are protesting. Many other NGOs and organizations are protesting. But what I suggest is, what I want is, I advocate or I appeal to the youth, young men especially, to come up and rise to the occasion and say, Manishada, stop these atrocities, because men should teach men, their peer group, that women are to be respected. And also at homes, at every home in India, at every Indian home, this education should take place, not just for women. Even now some statements have come that girls should be taught this, that and all. But actually what I suggest is, equally along with girls, even boys, more with boys, they should be taught how to respect women just like their mother or their sister, how to treat them and how to protect them. So these things happen, and then I advocate the celebrities and the so-called politicians and people who are influential in society, sports people. I am very much worried about their silence. They should come up and tell the nation, no, we should respect women, and this respect should be taken back. And just like what happened during the Nirbhaya case, everyone together we should unite, and it's not a matter or fight between men and women. It's not a fight between the upper caste and lower caste. It's not a fight within between us. We Indians should rise to the occasion, and everyone, irrespective of caste, creed, and religion or ideologies. We should stand together and protest against these atrocities. And also, we should teach these people, these politicians and authorities a lesson that they cannot survive and go far with these kind of rules and regulations and attitudes and these kind of behavior. They have to change themselves. Otherwise, we need to use our voting system also as a weapon to give them a lesson. So I wish and pray that, just like Rabindranath Tagore said, let us all work together for a nation where the mind is without fear, not only for men, but also for women, not only for the upper caste or any other caste or creed, but for everyone. And, let us redefine the slogan, Beti Bachao. We have to redefine that, that slogan. And actually, when they cut the tongue of the girl, they have actually cut the tongue of the entire nation. Yeah. We need to, have 1,000 tongues now to speak for such girls. And also, it is the dignity of the nation that they burned in the cover of the darkness. It's not the dead body of the girl. So we have to bring it back, and we have to throw light. Light should prevail, peace should prevail, justice should prevail, and everyone, irrespective of caste, creed, and gender, we have different genders. Everyone should live together peacefully without fear. This is what we have to work for together, inshallah.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you. India Tomorrow से बात करने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
Thank you very much.